the pit stop was Swain's Junkyard in Bel Air.
All right, so something I've been wanting to do to the Tacoma is ditch this steering wheel for something just a little bit smaller diameter, a little bit thicker grip.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't want to be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story.
And knowing that the Pontiac Vibe Toyota Matrix platform, all the Toyotas share the same spline count column from what I've understand. I also was hoping to add cruise control. So I picked up this steering wheel from a Toyota Matrix. That way I got my Toyota horn button still, has cruise control functions. And if I like it, then maybe I'll do a leather wrap or something on it to thicken it up even a little bit more. But I don't know, maybe it works, maybe the airbag blows up in my face. But either way, we're gonna give her a whirl. Okay, so I popped the plastic cover off that's on the side of the steering wheel there. And then I removed the Allen screw or torque screws that are holding the airbag after I disconnect the battery. Of course, battery's disconnected. So now I'll pull the airbag out. There's no power going to it. Still can't say I'm a huge fan of working on these things, but it's gotta be done. So we'll unplug the wires for the airbag, take this nut off, see if we can swap this wheel over, and yeah. So it looks like to add cruise control, we may need a clock spring. I don't know if I'm gonna have to get the Tacoma clock spring. I did go ahead and get the one out of the Matrix. We'll see if that works. I'm not holding my breath. So I'm back to the factory Tacoma clock spring because none of that stuff worked. Had I been a little smarter and looked inside that orifice earlier, there's 3 pins there. There's 3 pins or 3 wires on the Matrix steering wheel. I just need to de-pin this connector and re-pin the one from the Tacoma. I could have saved myself so much farting around. However, the Matrix steering wheel right here that locks into the clock spring is different. And so I had to cut out some, you can kind of see right there. I had to cut out some tabs on either side that were right there because that's right where this rib is on either side of the wheel. So, but I've held it up there, I've spun it, and the wheel sits nice and flat. Nothing's binding, and I think I just repinning these connectors and I'll be all set. The trick is I need to figure out which wire is which, but yeah, we're gonna get there. All right, so the hardest part was de-pinning the original Matrix plug. Once I got that de-pinned, which basically was a matter of prying this white block out of there, getting that out of the way, and then taking a needle, like, you know, wife's sewing needle, pushing it into the little smaller hole above the square hole, pushing the wire in, push the needle in on top of it to release the tang, and then pulling the wire out the back, which I was afraid to pull directly on the wire. So I used a little flat screwdriver and pushed on the metal part of the terminal to kind of push it through. And once it got out the back, I was able to grab a hold of it with some little tiny pliers and pull on the metal part so as to not pull the wire out of the metal part of the terminal. Once I did that, I went through the very scientific method of just like, you know what, on the other wheel, it's plugged in. This is closer to this side. So I just did that. We're going to try it. Hope for the best. I utilized the original Tacoma horn ground wire, and I'm just going to plug that just where the Matrix ground wire was. I didn't think it was necessary to try and fight all 3 wires trying to de-pin. So anyway, yeah, sweet, just like that. Now we'll plug it in and then plugs in. We'll get the airbag put back into place. We'll go take it for a ride and see if we have cruise control or not. It'd be really super cool if we do.
Alright, so I guess time to test and see if my work works. Haha! Didn't even know that light was there. When I push the cruise on off button, a cruise light lights up on my cluster. Must have those two wires backwards. Yep. Well, that's weird that the light would light up but the other wouldn't do anything. Huh. Yeah. When I push the cruise, light lights up. I push down to set it. Nothing's happening. Well, we'll try again.
Okay, so this is the last piece to the cruise control upgrade puzzle. This is the clutch cancel switch. This is a factory Toyota part I got off of eBay for like $20, $21, something like that. Anyway, it mounts under the dash to the clutch pedal. It's to cancel the cruise control when the clutch pedal is pushed so it doesn't just rev the snot out of the motor. I'm going to get under there, see if I can find the harness, pull that down. We'll get it plugged in and threaded into place. Okay, so this is the clutch pedal. And I don't know if you can see right up there next to the spring, that is the cancel switch. So it feels like it's probably a 14, I'm guessing, millimeter bolt that's in there now, which is like just in there for a stopper. So I'm going to get that unthreaded, get the switch threaded into place, and then see if I can locate the harness, which is up there. I think I see it off to the side right there. That looks like the connector. Probably just needs to be untied from something and plugged in. But we'll get it in there. So I was correct. It is a 14 millimeter. I was able to use my little ratchet with the handle pointed towards the firewall to break it loose. Not without some injury, no, cut a knuckle, bleeding. Par for the course. Yeah, so you need to install the switch and adjust it so that it is pushing up in the relaxed position with your foot off the pedal, so that when you push on the pedal, it will open that. So it holds it as a closed circuit and then opens the circuit when you push the pedal. So I'm going to see if I can get that threaded in there and adjusted. All right, so if the people of the internet have not lied to me, cruise control, no feet, baby. Heck yeah, nice. That is awesome. So awesome. So we push the clutch pedal in. Yep, it goes into coast mode. Yeah, hit resume. Feels like it accelerated back up. So happy, so happy. All right. So, cheap mod. Find a steering wheel at the junkyard, repin the cruise control pins to fit your clock spring. It's the two wires that are in there. The red wire goes to the right, the other one goes to the left. As you're looking at them anyway, your red one will be there, your other one will be there. And plug in that sensor if you have a manual trans. If you have an automatic trans, supposedly it just works because of the brake pedal already. So only us manual trans guys have to get that extra little switch, which again was pretty cheap. And yeah, working cruise control. Loving it. So guys, I just pulled the super duper bonehead maneuver. I had these two boxes from Auxito Auxito, sitting on the tire. I just got done doing my cruise control switch install and backed out of the garage, forgot these were sitting here. Backed over them with the 40-inch tire, and you can see the boxes are all smashed. I guess we're doing a durability test of these new Auxito LED lights. So looking for, I got the laser fit headlights, and looking for something bright for parking light, turn signal light here. Now that these are so bright, I find people are not wanting to, you know, when I'm making a turn, they're like waiting because they can't see these. So figure we're going to do an upgrade here. We'll see if we can get something to kind of complement the brightness of that. And I guess we're durability testing them first because I ran the boxes over. Total bonehead maneuver. But we're going to get those swapped in, see if they still work. And if so, I guess that's even more of a testament to the quality of what we got going on here. So pretty simple process. On the Tacoma, the bulb's on the back, so I'm not going to do a how-to. I'm just going to get it done, and we'll do a little before and after. So there it is. It's actually showing up better on camera than it really is, but there it is. We're going to see if we can get those swapped out. I guess I was wrong. I thought it was a parking light and turn signal, but it's off on this side, so maybe it's just the turn signal. But we're going to swap it out and see what we can get. So there are the bulbs in the package. I don't see any signs of damage despite driving over them with the 40-inch tire. Yeah, plug it in. Okay, let's see if this actually works. Headlight, turn signal. I see brightness happening. Oh, yeah, that's way brighter. Much brighter than what we had going on before. And it doesn't appear to be doing the super fast blink thing that most of the cheaper LEDs do. Yeah. No. They should have no problem telling that I am turning. Awesome. I gotta say, it's gotta be a great quality product. I definitely did a durability test before I ever plugged it in, and that thing works great. Nice and bright, no fast blinking, super happy.